Hey you guys, it's me, Holly, and I'm here to talk about why I went natural. So basically I'm just going to give you an overview of like my whole natural journey. So basically I got my last relaxer in March of 2011. Right, yes, 2011. And I did. Okay, let me start over. Okay, my senior year of high school, which was in 2010, I started to transition to become natural, and I was doing it for the wrong reasons, you could say. I wasn't really doing it for myself. I was doing it just because it was something to do. But I transitioned throughout my senior year, and as soon as I was about to go to college, my mom was like, well, maybe you should get a relaxer. Because my mom is pro-relaxer. Like, she's very pro-relaxer. She hates natural hair. She doesn't like it. But I listened to her and I got a relaxer, and that was the end of that. So I just kept getting relaxers for a little bit for my freshman year in college. And then eventually the next year came up, which was in March of 2011. I got my last relaxer, and I was just like, no, I don't want to do this anymore. And my sister had previously went natural when I started in high school. She started her transition, but she continued. So that was kind of like my first driving force to begin to go natural. Like, I just loved the way her hair looked, and I really looked up to it, and I wanted my hair to look like that. So I guess you could still say I went natural for the wrong reasons. But as I began to transition, I really got into, learning my hair and, figuring out what natural hair was really all about and what my hair was all about. What my hair liked, what my hair didn't like. And I was very confused through my transitioning phase. So my sister did help me a lot whenever she could, but I was constantly straightening my hair, and it was just I didn't know what I was doing, basically. So my hair was really going through a lot at that point in time, but I thought I was taking good care of it. I was straightening it, I was washing it, and I played around with protective styles a little bit, but it was nothing serious. Like, most of the time I kept my hair straight, or it was in a ponytail, and my hair did suffer. So I transitioned for one complete year. I cut my hair into a bob towards the end of my transition. I thought that would make it easier to deal with, but it was the exact opposite, because then I really didn't know what to do with my hair, because it was two completely different textures, and my relaxed hair at this time was maybe about this long at the back, and my natural hair was kind of taking over, so it was really hard to manage like the two different textures, because I had my hair cut into like an asymmetrical bob. I think that's what it's called, where it's longer in the front but really short at the back. So my relaxed hair was really short, and it had a lot of natural hair on the end. So I ended up, straightening that out. And when it all came down to it, when it was time for me to big chop, I had heat damage, because I was putting so much heat into my hair trying to keep it, straight. So that's one thing I wish I hadn't have done, but I mean, I guess it is what it is. But I randomly one day, it was in March also when I did do my big chop, I randomly went into the bathroom, and me and my friend were, I think I had a braid out. Yeah, I had a braid out, and I was looking at my hair, and I'm really big on, it's hair, it grows back, so it's not a big deal. So one day I just started taking the scissors to my hair. I just started, taking pieces and just chopping it off. And my friend was just staring at me like you're not doing this right now. But I chopped it all off. Like, it wasn't a big thing. I mean, I've always had long hair, and it's really not a big deal. It grows back. I mean, I wasn't phased. But I did do my big chop in March of 2012. And I liked it. I really did like it. No one could tell me anything. Like, some of my friends hated it. Some of my friends really liked it. I personally really liked it. And my boyfriend said it was something that he had to grow into. But he's grown to love it. But either way, it's still my hair. I was happy with it. And after that point, you know, I really got into the natural hair thing. Like, taking care of my hair and everything. And when I first cut it, I didn't really realize like what was going on with my hair. Maybe it was scab hair, or I'm not really sure, but it was really frizzy and it was just really nasty. But I left it for a little while to see if, you know, it would get better. But it didn't. So eventually, once it grew out a little bit, you know, I started trimming my ends. And once I gave it a trim about 2 times, like, I really could see my curls. Like, they really would start to spiral. But of course, there was this one top in the crown of my head. My hair texture is different from the rest of my hair, and that's something that I didn't realize when I first, you know, big chopped. I thought all of my hair was going to be one texture, and, you know, that was it. So when I went to, you know, examine my hair and everything, like, I would see all of this. Like, my hair in the front is really spirally when I wash it, but the back is really tight spirals, but the top right here is really coarse. So, you know, I thought something was wrong with it, so I would just, you know, I went back to what I did when I first big chopped. When I was cutting my hair, you know, after, you know, I trimmed my ends, my hair would spiral. So, you know, I was thinking the same thing would happen with that. Maybe I had like some heat damage or something going on. But come to find out, you know, that's just my hair texture at the top. You know, all of your hair is not going to be the same texture. And, you know, I did just have to learn how to deal with it. But it's really coarse. And it doesn't really have a curl pattern, but, you know, that's okay. Still learning how to deal with that part of my hair, but I do have to pay a little bit more attention to it because it is very coarse and it's very dry. So, you know, it does need a lot of moisture put back into it. So I try to moisturize that a lot, and when I'm deep conditioning, I pay a lot of attention to that. And also when I'm applying my products, I make sure that I do put a generous amount so that it'll stay moisturized. But yeah, basically I had to learn my hair all over again. But it's something I do enjoy. I do love my hair. I love my hair so much. And I don't think I'd ever change it, you know? I know this is kind of cliche, but I do love my hair. And I love experimenting with it. I do put color in it from time to time, but the last time I put color in it, didn't turn out too well, so I'm staying away from that for a while. But yeah, that's basically my hair journey. I'm here now. I'm coming up on my 1 year in about maybe 2 weeks, and I'm excited. I'm gonna straighten my hair for my hair anniversary. I'm really nervous, but hopefully, you know, I'll go about everything. I've been researching how to do it the safest way, you know, possible, so I can avoid heat damage. But hopefully everything will go well. I'm pretty sure I'll make a video about it. I'm very nervous. I just don't want any heat damage. But if it comes down to the heat damage, I will be cutting it. I'm not scared of the scissors. So yeah, that's basically it. I just wanted to share, you know, my hair journey with you guys and everything that I've been through these past, you know, 2 years, you could say, of me being on my natural journey. So basically, I'm coming up on my 1 year of being fully natural, but I have been transitioning, which would basically mean that my hair journey has been for 2 years. That's all. And, you know, y'all can, you know, share your hair journey with me. I'd love to hear. That kind of stuff really does interest me. So yeah, thanks so much for watching, and I hope y'all have a wonderful day. Bye.